It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And tonight, we get to see Otto Porter, the third overall pick a few drafts ago. He's had his critics, but Shaq, you could say now he is one of the best small forwards in the game.
Yeah, the game has slowed down for him. Doesn't try to do too much. But, Ernie, he has the talent to be a big-time player.
You know what? I could talk about Otto Porter for hours.
Don't you dare.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you this then. He gives you outside shooting, inside scoring, steals, blocks, everything you can expect based on what he did at Georgetown University. He's doing it in NBA.
See, if you talk too long about him, we'll miss the tip.
Okay.
And that's why Kevin Harlan is standing by at courtside.
All right, because I had an hour's worth of work.
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they've cemented their status over the course of this season as one of the truly elite teams in the NBA. They've done everything we've expected of them.
Boy, Greg, you talk about everything falling into place. They're playing a formidable brand of basketball. Just fine-tuning now in anticipation of the postseason.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, we know the Sixers are one of the top teams in the league in assists, and that's not by accident. Brett Brown, their coach, has a mantra. The pass is king. He says it's not I score, but rather we score. And he feels that that unselfish mentality shows up throughout the roster. Kevin?
Great stuff, David. Thanks. Well, we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through, the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results, what you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And now Washington starting group. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. And it's Young in at the 5 down low. Now here's Kerr. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Ball stolen. Here's Buckner. Ejected by Young. Here's Wagner. Pass to Beasley. 6 to shoot. And it's slammed in by Young.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Lucas against Young. From 13. Pass to Buckner. Kicks to Kerr. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
Come on.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Here is Lucas.
Scoreless after 4 shots. Wow.
The shot's good.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the New York Knicks. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Poole. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Washington. No good from Lucas. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown. And you hope that they learn and move on from it. You know, guys, you think about Jimmy Butler, drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and he goes from bench warmer to star. And I always had the sense that once Tom Thibodeau was no longer a part of the Chicago Bulls organization, that Jimmy Butler's days might be numbered there as well. But I think the trade ended up working for both teams.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Doris, the Bulls are trying to change the culture, more run and gun. That new style didn't really mesh with Butler's approach.
Right. Remember, Jimmy Butler is a Tibbs disciple. Even he has said perhaps he was too confrontational. With that obsessive drive of his, it can sometimes maybe rub people the wrong way. I think he's trying to balance that intensity with positivity with this young group.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Eigner can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Lucas. Pass to Buckner. Lions covered by Parker. Here's Buckner from deep. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Parker outside. Pass to Poole from outside the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Now, here's Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Well, this guy is so good at exploiting the holes in the defense and getting inside. Jimmy Butler, high percentage finish.
Here's Parker. Jimmy Butler making his last shot to the middle. Young inside, defended by Kerr. Tipped away. And they're moving it up. And the pass to Lucas. Ross on the wing. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. And Washington the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
The 76ers lead. Down low, here's Lucas. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall, but he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
One shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And last year, big expectations for the Washington Wizards. Yet, Doris, they couldn't get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Well, many believed, Kevin, they were too talented to finish as the 8th seed. And when you finish as the 8th seed, you play the top seed. So they lose to Toronto in the first round. There's still a ton of talent here, but lots left to prove.
Chance to check out the stats for Beasley. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
Here's Wagner. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. To end the drought. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Lucas. No good with the layup.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Elliott against Beasley. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Knox.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Wizards trail by 5. Nobody near Parker. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
That one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wagner can't hit.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Here's Knox. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Knox has got his first basket of the night.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
Covington checked in for Philadelphia. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Fourth, the 76ers.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Here's Wagner. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they get it. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Oliver. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York. Lions the pass to Oliver. Here is Elliott. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the 76ers.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
Here's Wagner. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Oliver after the basket by Washington. Pass to Knox.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
Here's Elliott. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Wagner. Shoots from the elbow. Another one falls for Washington. And so here is Philadelphia. 4-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job of penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Philadelphia shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Oliver passes to Porter. Here's Oliver. Now the pass to Lyons. Poked away. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Knox. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The 76ers lead. Oliver passes to Lyons. Here is Elliott. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Wagner. And again, Washington with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Oliver passes to Lyons. Here is Elliott, defended by Young. Takes the three. Elliott misses.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nice ball movement by Washington. It's Young on the wing. Here's Jaric, and he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of everybody's best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Lyons. Elliott against Gibson. Elliott kicks to Kerr. Here's Knox. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game, and it goes down 2 points.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Outside Teague. Young passes to Fletcher. Kicks it out to Gibson. Rebound by the 76ers. Kerr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to Lyons. Beyond the arc. Score the basket. His 2nd of 2 attempts.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Teague surveying the D. Young passes to Fletcher. To the middle. Here's Poole. Goes up again, and the layup is good. He has 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Knox, the pass to Kerr. Over Young. Gets it to go. That one good from Kerr. And the 76ers lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young outside. Here's Poole. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Kerr's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the wing on the left. Elliott passes to Knox. Wade on the wing. Teague covering. From the wing. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. From the Wizards, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. And there's the feed to Gibson. And it's Young at the elbow. In the corner, Gibson with it. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Knox. To the inside, Kerr, and he goes in for the dunk.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Teague. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Kerr pulls it down. Kerr's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Fletcher. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Teague against Wade. Out to the right wing. Here's Kerr. Out to Wade. Here's Knox. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Parker, also Young out there, and it's Gibson in at the 2-guard spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step, becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality. And as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Teague after Ben Simmons' bucket. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers leading by 5. And here we go. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got his first points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Teague with the ball. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Gibson. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 3. From deep. And Kerr pulls it down. Kerr's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Back to Lucas. Doesn't go for him. And it's Washington the other way.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And that game against the Hawks, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Now, here's Kerr after Ben Simmons' miss. No good from Ross.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Got that one up quick.
You know what, didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And and a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Wade kicks to Lucas. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Lucas has got 9 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. And the 76ers with some changes. Porter comes in for Kerr. And it's Oliver in for Ross. Beasley's checked in for Washington. Here's Fletcher. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Lucas. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Beasley outside. He kicks it to T. Just 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. From deep 3-point range. And another miss by Washington. Philadelphia with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Lucas, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Wizards trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fletcher passes to Beasley. Outside Teague. The pass to Fletcher. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Lucas against Parker. Poked loose. It's stolen by T. Beasley outside. The tray. And it's Oliver with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 9. Back to Lucas. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lucas has got 16.
And Simmons continues to develop the outside shot. When he's connecting from deep, the D is in trouble.
Parker outside. It's Beasley on the wing. Wade is covering. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that one, good.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Here's T after Ben Simmons' bucket. Now here's Teague. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
And here is Teague. On the clock. Shot to stop the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Porter passes to Lucas. Over Parker. And again, it's Philadelphia.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Wizards trail by 19. Young outside. Over Porter. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Lucas, that's good.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Here's Teague after Ben Simmons' bucket. On its way from Beasley for two. And another miss by Washington.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check. Another log on the fire.
Boy, the opposition has got to feel an avalanche bearing down on them right now. They're wiping them off the floor.
Outside Teague. Poked away. Now Lucas. 25 points in the game. Pass to Oliver. Lucas inside. He's against Parker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One shot. Boy, his shot looks so much more fluid this quarter, hitting at a much better clip.
The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Lucas.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Here's Wagner. 6 points for him. Yarich covered by Elliott. Count it. Good.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Passes it to Knox. Back to Lucas. Here's Oliver. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 5. That one's not going to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Philadelphia leading by 22. Kicks it to Lucas. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group, the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. Washington on D. Here is Elliott, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Wizards trail by 19. Parker outside. There's the pass to Brock. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for him.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Oliver passes to Lyons. He kicks to Lucas. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Just an incredible month of basketball. 8th in assists, 15th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Lyons the pass to Oliver. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a three. Rebound by Parker.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the 76ers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
The 76ers with some changes. Kerr's checked in for Ben Simmons, and it's Ross in for Oliver, and a switcher also for Washington. Gibson's checked in. Gibson with the steal. Wagner, good. Wagner's got 8 points.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Now here's Ross. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Lyons. Trying to end the drought. The shot comes out, and it's Washington the other way. Parker outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Washington again with the bucket. Ross with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Here's Knox. Knocks it loose. Gibson with the steal. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Inside, here's Kerr. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 8 points for him.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Wagner. He's guarded by Ross. Out to Parker. Passes it to Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another one falls for Washington.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the 76ers. 10-point lead. Ball's knocked loose. Elliott passes to Ross. And that one's good. Parker's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
With 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played, and I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about, and I thought our defense for the most part was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.